boys and girls. It's Miss Laura from the library. Welcome to Curbside Crafts. This week our theme is space, and today I'll be reading you a story and showing you the 3 different crafts that came in your kit. Today's story is May Among the Stars, and it's written by Rhoda Ahmed and illustrated by Stasha Burrington. Now, in this story, little May dreams of dancing in space. She imagines herself surrounded by billions and billions of stars, floating, gliding, and discovering all there is to see. Her parents tell her that if she dreams it and she works really hard, anything is possible. So shall we see what happens in the story? Little May was a dreamer. They say that daydreamers never succeed, but little May was different. One day, May was working on an assignment for school about what she wanted to be when she grew up. "What will you tell them, May?" said her mother. "I will tell them I want to see Earth." "This is Earth, May," her mother said. "The flowers, the grass, the forest, and the mountains. We live on Earth." "I know, but I want to see Earth from out there." "That's an amazing plan, little May. Then you have to become an astronaut. That way you can see Earth from space." "Astronaut? Do you think I could do that?" "Of course you can. If you can dream it, if you believe it, and work hard for it, anything is possible." May asked her mom to take her to the library. She searched for books about space and astronauts. After dinner, May drew pictures of space, and she even made her own astronaut costume out of old orange curtains and cardboard boxes. Later, she asked her dad, "But how do I become an astronaut? It seems impossible." "You will find your way, May, because if you dream it, believe in it, and work hard for it, anything is possible." "But space is so far away." "It's closer than you think, little May, and you may get there sooner than you think." That night, May had a happy dream. She was dancing in space, surrounded by billions of sparkling stars. Below her, she could see Earth floating and turning like a shining crystal ball. The next morning, May told her parents about her dream. She wanted to tell everyone, and every time she talked about it, her eyes would light up. In the classroom, Miss Bell told everyone to stand in a line on the rug. "Today we are going to share our dreams about the future. What do you want to be, and what do you want to do when you grow up? Who wants to go first?" "I want to be a firefighter." "I want to be a teacher." "Football player." "I want to be a mom." "I want to go to space. I want to be an astronaut," said May. All the kids started laughing. Miss Bell asked, "May, are you sure you don't want to be a nurse? Nursing would be a good profession for someone like you." "I don't want to be a nurse. I want to be an astronaut." May felt very disappointed. On her way home from school, May was quiet. She looked out the car window. Her world turned blue and cold. Nothing was the way it used to be. At home, May started crying. "Miss Bell said I can't become an astronaut." "What a silly thing to say," said her mother. "She told me I should be a nurse instead," said May. Her mom wiped away her tears. "My dear May, I hope you didn't believe her." "Of course I believed her. She's my teacher." "I'm sorry Miss Bell didn't encourage you, but she can't stop you. No one can stop you. Follow your dream, May, and go to space." "Thank you, Mom. I promise when I get to space, I will wave to you and Dad from the spaceship." Her mom took her hand and they started dancing. You must always repeat to yourself, "If I can dream it, if I can believe in it, and if I work hard for it, anything is possible." May went on dreaming, believing, and working really hard. And guess what? She went to space and waved to her mom and dad on Earth. Wasn't that a great story? Did you know that this book was inspired by the true story of Mae Jemison, the first African American woman in space? It was. You know, she became a doctor after she graduated college, and then later on, she was accepted into NASA's astronaut training program, becoming the first African American female astronaut. That was a pretty big deal. In 1992, May's dream finally came true when she traveled to space on the Space Shuttle Endeavour. That's when she became the first African American woman in space. After that, May even became the first real astronaut to act in an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation. May has accomplished many firsts in her life, and her parents were right. If you dream it, you believe it, and you work hard for it, anything is possible. This story that we read today is from our picture book biography collection. If you'd like to see more books like this, just ask one of the librarians the next time you come into the library. We'll be waiting for you at the children's desk. And now, boys and girls, it's time for our crafts. Your Curbside Craft kit came with 3 different activities. The first is a shooting star scratch art craft. Next, there's a space sticker scene picture that you can do. And finally, there's an awesome outer space sand art. Now I'm going to show you each one individually. This is the shooting star scratch art. As you can see, I scribbled my own design on there, but you can make whatever you'd like to make your shooting star unique. The next craft in your kit is the space sticker scene. As you can see, you get a whole sheet of really cool outer space stickers, and you can make your own awesome picture. And finally, your Curbside Craft will come with an awesome outer space sand art craft. Your kit will come with one of these 6 different scenes, and as you can see, the one that I did for my sample is the spacewalking astronaut. It was a lot of fun, and everything that you need is in your kit. Boys and girls, thanks so much for joining me today for Curbside Crafts. We read a great picture book biography about astronaut Mae Jemison, and we did 3 fun space-themed crafts. I hope you enjoyed the story and the crafts that came in your kit. Well, it's time for me to go back to work in the library, so you know what that means. I need to put my mask back on, just like you do when you go to school, and you go to the store, or you come to the library. I hope to see you soon. Bye.